Good evening, Panther Nation, and welcome to this special edition live streaming event of Lady Panther Volleyball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. I'm Joe Roberts, alongside me, not as always, but still just as fun, Karen Slack. We'll be doing some color commentary this evening. Producer Richard Ewing. We are at the Liberty High School Gymnasium for the Lady Panther home opener of District 24A volleyball action. They opened up on Friday on the road against Huffman, where they dropped that in straight sets and looking to rebound tonight. Friday, they will be at home again hosting Livingston at 4:30, and it's homecoming week, Coach Slack.
Yeah, exciting for everyone, including volleyball. The UIL decides not to line up our games like it would make our lives easier, but Livingston was kind enough to rearrange our site for this week, which is supposed to be away, so that our kids could participate in our homecoming. So shout out to Livingston for being accommodating. We appreciate that.
Yeah, I was wondering how that was going to work out. I could see some people coming down with the black lung probably on Friday.
Lots of excuses. We want them to enjoy it, so we would have done the same thing for Livingston, so we appreciate that.
Well, Coach Slack, kind of a new look era for Lady Panther volleyball. Last year, Justin Anderson, the head coach. This year, the assistant for the last couple of years, Riley Fisbeck, taking over the program. And a really tough road early on, 10-18 right now, 0-1 in district, but a lot of those contests against some very large schools, very big competition. They went to Wimberley, where that's never an easy place to go.
No, and you can't underestimate what we lost last year. We had a big senior group that was, they were all starters in key positions. When you lose a libero, a setter, and a middle, that's pretty much your entire team, and they were starters for 3 or 4 years in some cases. So rebuild is the right word, but we're also regrouping with young kids. Coach Fisbeck, Coach Smith, and Coach Como are all very young, energetic, and knowledgeable volleyball coaches. We're so excited to have them, especially because our group is so young, so they're very relative to what our team is.
I love how you said young and energetic, and then looked at me and rolled your eyes right at me.
We're about the same age, so I can say that.
Well, that's okay. So let's kind of go around the horn for the Lady Panthers. And coming back, a couple of big blocks, and we've got Abby Vickers in the middle. And I don't know that she played a super prominent role last year. Expected to do more this year.
Yeah,
and then Addison Cordova.
For sure. We had Morgan Vaughn and Madison Godot in the middle last year. Both seniors, both really big blocks. They touched over 9-3, which is tremendous in high school. So Abby played some right side last year, who also is a very big block. And she's going to be one of our best options in the middle also. She's a junior and has grown up a lot in that position.
And coming in kind of hot off the presses, the middle school superstar, J.C. Lackey. Seems like she's good at everything that she does, and one of those new huge middle blocks for Coach Fisbeck.
Yeah, her size speaks for itself, but then, she's really kind of a basketball kid. She's got a lot of reps in basketball and is kind of caught up in volleyball in a tremendous way. And a freshman starting in the middle is not common. Not common
at all, Coach. Senior Caitlin Ross out there, another big body for the Lady Panthers.
Some leadership out of Kate. The best thing I can say, and she says this about herself, but I'm so proud of this, is the way she conducts herself as a teammate. She's the glue that holds this team together.
And of course, it seems like Breezy has been here for 500 years, and she's only a junior this year.
Yeah. She's just kind of weird in that way, but tremendous athlete, tremendous. She can jump on a dime. She's got a quick swing. And then I'm most proud of her leadership qualities this year.
Well, gosh, you went a totally different direction than I thought you were going to go. I thought we were about to get fired here, Coach Slack. Thank you for keeping me safe.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep moving around. Oh, how could I forget your niece stepping in, and it seemed
4 freshmen, yes, on a varsity level.
And historically speaking, 24A, or all the teams that make this up, whatever they've been designated the last several years, it seems like it's a very salty district.
Oh, yeah.
And looking at the overall records, almost everyone is around 500 overall, which I don't know how much you can read into that, but it seems like there's more parity this year than there has been in a while.
There is, and I think you can look at the strength of schedule and kind of make some guesses about how strong people are. But Huffman, I watched Huffman twice this year. They are as solid as they've ever been. They have two right sides that are tremendous block, tremendous swing, and very good defense. So they're going to be a forerunner in our district for sure. But around the district, I think it could be up for grabs for the rest of it.
Well, Coach, let's finish off the lineup here. A couple of people that are new or were here last year but couldn't play because of UIL rules. Kaylee Johnson coming over, not across the train tracks, but just right down the road from Hardin. She did her time on JV last year. Now she's here. What are we going to expect from Kaylee? She's
another club kid, plays a lot of reps. We got her in the weight room. A whole year in the weight room's done this kid a huge service as far as a volleyball player, but she's got a lot of height, a nice little whip, and some good IQ she brings to the court.
And we've got Kylie Templeton. She's one that I've not interacted with her too much. She's a Hardin kid too that came over.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm just going to start off with her personality. Her personality, she's so much fun. She's the funniest, kindest kid, the best teammate. She's got really nice hands as a setter, but I think she plays a little DS too, so she brings a little bit rounded out for our defense.
And while they're waiting on the rest of this stuff, I think we got everyone except for Riley Jordan and Keely Heim, and they've been with the program for a little bit. Keely, I feel like she was on your JV softball team.
She was, yes. Again, Keely jumps very well. She plays a little right side, a little bit of a backup setter. Jordan's going to be more of a DS, plays back row, very quick kid. And then the last two people, the Cordova sisters.
All right.
We got Ashlyn, who plays a little bit of left side, but a lot of right side, which is a good role for her. And then Addison also, she'll play a little bit of back row, and she's also a backup for left front and right front.
Well, Coach Slack, we did not get rosters for Hamshire-Fannett, so we'll probably have to refer to them by number unless you specifically know who they are. We both know the lineup for Liberty, so we'll try to do the best that we can. Right now, they're going to get set up for introductions. And as they're doing introductions, Coach Slack, what are your keys of the game this evening for the Lady Panthers?
Keys of the game, our strength on this team is blocking. We have a lot of height and good. And then Bailey Taylor, who is, if you're talking about a quarterback for a team, that's the setter is the quarterback, and she's got to have a good game and give the ball to the right people.
Well, Coach, you've been in a bunch of monster games, both in softball and also in volleyball, and you've led some pretty deep playoff runs. How do you get yourself into the mix when you've had sort of a rough preseason schedule and you're jumping into what is generally a rough district schedule?
Yeah, and people don't remember the rough years, but I do too. So the rough years, you have to coach yourself into remembering that each little progress matters. So you take small stats and try to get better every day, and then the wins will come after that.
Now, looking around on this team, Coach, they are only losing one, two. Are they only losing two?
Three. Ross, Cordova, and Hine.
Oh, all right. I was thinking she was a junior for some reason. So if you're going to build, that's a pretty good way to start by getting a bunch of reps and not losing much.
Got a lot of height and jump ability on the freshman level too right now.
While we're doing this, what does it mean to have assistants like Como and Smith who have played or been around the game, and you don't have to babysit the coach as well as the players?
This is like, and I'm not exaggerating, it's like a dream team coaching staff for volleyball. In high school, you don't get three coaches that played at that high level and know our kids as well as they do.
Now, Autumn played some pretty high-level college ball, if I understand correctly.
Started out at JUCO, but then ended up at Tarleton State.
And the national anthem, be quiet, we'll be right back. Well, it doesn't matter what sport it is, Coach Slack. Whenever I hear that song, I know it's time to play ball.
Yeah.
And the Lady Panthers meeting at the net with the Lady Horns of Hamshire-Fannett for their final, I guess, niceties towards one another before the battle gets going. And if you are not familiar with volleyball, and I'm sure most of our watchers are familiar, but this is a best-of-5 format. Games 1 through 4 to 25, game 5 to 15 if necessary, and you do have to win 3 of 5. And so that's a difference from the sub-varsity levels. And, well, we've been in this gym when we've played, it seems like we've had some marathon 2 hour. 2 hours in here.
Rules.
Oh, yeah, when they had that non-rally scoring. Ooh, that was something
rough.
or other. Well, on the court right now for the Lady Panthers, Abby Vickers, Breezy Pantaleon, Kylie Templeton, JC Slack, Kaylee Johnson, and Keely Heim. And then Abby comes off for Allie Slack. And setting for the Lady Panthers, Karen, is
Number 10.
Okay, is that Templeton?
No.
No.
Bailey Taylor.
Oh, Bailey. I'm sorry. I said Keely.
That's okay.
That's how blind I am.
Bailey Taylor's starting right front, so they run a 5-1 system where the setter can run front row. They can attack on the front row. And sometimes they'll switch to a 6-2 if Bailey's having a rough game. She is a freshman, but so far she's been performing at a high level.
Well, they are going to be
Receiving,
for the ball.
looks
Yeah, they're
like.
going to be in serve, receive here. Number 11 for Hamshire-Fannett. And again, I apologize that we don't have a roster. No fault of their own. I just didn't have time to get down there and grab a roster. And away we go. And that is going to be taken by Templeton to Breezy. And Allie manages to get it over, which is nice for that. And that's going to be dumped. And again, Templeton to the outside to Kaylee. And that's going to be a kill, Coach.
Nice key in there. You see how quick that set was, and the blockers weren't ready on the other side. Got right through that block.
Bailey Taylor leading off for the Lady Panthers in the first service position. Nice solid serve.
Good serve.
Libero takes that cleanly to the right side, and that's going to be back to the corner. Allie Slack back to the front row, and not able to send that up for Kaylee Johnson.
The idea is for the libero to take that ball. If the setter has to take the first one, but she needs to get that inside the antenna so we can attack it.
So far, it's 1-1. Serve to the back row. Nice set.
That's it.
And JC with the hammer off the block.
They've been working a couple of weeks now to get the ball to JC a little bit more, and you'll notice that she was scooted over to more left front that time, where the pass can get to her more.
Kaylee set to serve. The Lady Panthers leading 2-1. And that's going to be taken right in the wheelhouse, and it's going to be an overpass into the net for a point.
Cordova needs to be careful. Don't reach over like that.
And back to Johnson. Another fine start to the deep corner, but that's going to sail a little long, and that's going to be a change of possession, point Hamshire-Fannett.
I like the aggressiveness. You see that the coach is calling the spots. That was a 5 spot, and that's a hard place to receive a ball. She just missed wide.
Kind of looks as though number 10 for Hamshire-Fannett serving. It's going to be very deep to the back right, played cleanly to Bailey Taylor, and that's going to be a miss-hit just on the outside of the antenna.
It's a high pass. That's a hard ball to take as a setter. She needs to use her forearms when she's off balance like that and send that to the outlet. That's a hard hit to save.
Deep to the left this time. That's going to shank off of Breezy. And Hamshire-Fannett going to take the lead 4-3 here in this first set of the best of 5.
Breezy's usually a strong serve receiver, so I'll look for her to get the next pass. They'll serve her again.
Taken cleanly by Allie, popped up to Breezy on the left-hand side, and she's going to hit it just under the top of the net, and that's going to be another point. I'm going to take this time to thank our scoreboard sponsor, Michelle Mangum Marandino. Go, Coach, take it away. Number 10 serving again. And once again, Allie Slack, a little overpass to the other side, set to the right. Bailey Taylor to the left to Breezy,
Right
and Breezy kills it.
See,
Shank.
ball control's the name of the game. They had a good pass, a good set, and they get it to their best attacker to put it away. And Hampshire's block is not very big over there on Breezy's side.
JC Slack going to come off for Abby Vickers. Allie Slack serving. Right to the middle back. Played cleanly to the left-hand side. And out of the hands, or off the arms of Allie Slack over. And Abby Vickers with a nice block, but a little far off the net, Coach.
Yeah, that was just a bad touch on the block. When she comes down, she's got to be more under control and don't panic.
Be a double sub for Hamshire-Fannett. Hamshire-Fannett Lady Horns leading 6-4 here early on in this first set of the best of 5. You're watching Lady Panther Volleyball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Joe Roberts, Karen Slack, producer Richard Young. Number 2 serving for Hamshire-Fannett. Very deep to Johnson
Nice
in the middle.
pass. Nice set. Yep.
And tries to go down the line and just a little wide is Breezy.
It's the right idea. She just turned her shoulders too much. You teach a lot of hand movement when you go to the line down there, not shoulders.
Number 2 again with the serve, this time played by Johnson again. Taylor back to Breezy on the left-hand side. Deep middle.
Lefty.
And that left middle blocker, middle hitter going to send that wide. And that'll be a change of possession.
A lot of that has to do with Abby's position on her left arm. She was right in front of that girl's left arm, whatever number that was, lefty. So made her go wide.
Kylie Templeton on for Ashlyn Cordova. Kylie will be serving. Nice serve right over the net. Played back out to the left-hand side. Johnson tries to take it with her hands. Finally gets to Breezy, who has to send it over for free. To the right, little dump. Bailey back to Breezy. And another little dump.
3. Here's our opportunity to put the ball away on a free ball, and that's the right set to make.
And Breezy off the block, and they will score the point.
You can see if you can get Breezy the ball. Their block is short and late, and she can hit it off the top of their hands a lot of times.
Kylie Templeton with her second serve. The Lady Panthers trailing 6-7. Another nice serve.
Lefty.
Set back to the middle, dumps it. Allie.
That's a great set.
And Breezy again
Free
off
ball.
the libero.
Here's an opportunity for Liberty. Put it away.
And
Nice.
Abby Vickers off the block. That's going to shank to the side. Point, Lady Panthers.
Right now, Liberty's capitalizing on three or four free balls that Hampshire's giving them, so we need to keep rolling here.
Templeton again with the serve.
It's a good
Nice
spot.
flat serve to libero, who has to send it back suddenly.
Another free ball, that's 5. Sets a little off.
Breezy plays it back up to Abby Vickers off the top of the net. And that's going to be off of the block. And Templeton forced to dump it. And that's going to be a double.
Kind of sloppy there on both sides.
Well, if you're going to be sloppy, Coach, be sloppy Joe. They're tasty.
Oh, yeah.
And
We'll
we got
take
it.
The point's the point.
Liberty with their first lead and a few points. 8-7. Templeton, another nice serve. This time it's going to sail. That knuckleball didn't knuckle the way she thought it was going to.
Nice placement on her serves, though.
Going to bring the score level again, all knotted at 8. This time number 13 for Hamshire-Fannett. Allie Slack a little too far with that pass. Hamshire-Fannett trying to set up the outside attack. Johnson, nice pass.
That's a good set.
Breezy coming across court. And I think they're going to say that was out.
It was wide.
It's going to be just on the other side of the line. A nice swing.
Breezy needs to come through a little quicker on that.
Hamshire-Fannett again with the service. And that's dropping
That's
right
a good
over.
pass. That's a great set. Just tipping in that 3 spot. They've covered it, though. Ooh.
7 hits right into the block of Vickers, and that's going to fall out of bounds.
You can
Point
see Abby
Hamshire-Fannett.
got there late, so her left shoulder was turned to the sideline. She needs to square that back up. That's a nice pass.
Breezy pushes that ball back down the net.
You see the way she gets up off the floor?
She did.
She just comes up on a dime. That's so dangerous. When the set's off, she can do so much with it.
And number 3 going to check in for Hamshire-Fannett. Breezy now with the service. Looking to Coach Fisbeck for the spot.
Dump. Good, Allie.
Outside to Johnson, who hits it right to the libero. And forced
It's an opportunity
dump it
for
back
Liberty.
over.
Another free ball. That's the spot. Got to go more right on that.
Templeton with a nice pass.
She goes line. That's a kill.
And another push to the deep corner. Number 7 finds the empty spot, Coach.
You see an open hand, you're taught to charge, and that's what Kylie Templeton did, but Breezy's got to play that deep.
The service from the Hamshire-Fannett libero, number 12. Hamshire-Fannett leading 11-9. Good
pass. No, double.
Well, right now it seems as though Hamshire-Fannett is really picking on that center back. It's their favorite spot so far in their service. Kylie and Kaylee both a recipient of a lot of serves. Allie takes that cleanly to Bailey to the left-hand side,
nice.
And Johnson puts it away.
Very nice. That outlet pass out there to the 4, this outlet set is going to be a big set out there. They're very late on the block.
Abby Vickers with the service for the a point for Hamshire-Fannett.
It's all right. Keep going to her.
Bring on a double switch for Hamshire-Fannett. Number 11 on and number 4 on for Hamshire-Fannett. Again, it felt like this was going to be a pretty tight game.
Yeah.
Both teams very similar records.
Same kind of athletes.
Well played by Breezy. Bailey tries to go back to the left-hand side, and Kaylee just a little too far on top of the ball.
We need to do a better job of getting those passes, what we call a 3-option pass. We keep passing it behind the 10-foot line. That gives our setter no options. So the better we pass, the more options we have as attackers.
Well, that's going to be a timeout, and we will take a quick timeout with them. Welcome back, Panther Nation. You're watching Lady Panther Volleyball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network here at Liberty High School in the main competition gym. Set number 1 of the best of 5 District 24A action. Lady Panthers trailing Hamshire-Fannett in set number 1, 10-14, and Hamshire-Fannett with the service. Templeton tries to send that up.
Good swing.
Jason Slack, a lot of power.
Lackey did a good job of just not having an approach and just jumping. That's some athleticism and a nice controlled swing.
You know what? I may have said J.C. Slack.
You did, but it's okay.
All right.
We'll
at least I heard that.
We'll claim her too.
Okay. That's a Lackey. That's a Lackey. Bailey Taylor with the service.
That's a nice serve. Oh, nice up.
Allie digging
now we
that
gotta
ball
roll
up.
that. Yep.
Kaylee plays it back over. Right-hand side to Bailey Taylor. Allie Slack with the set.
Very good set.
Kaylee coming back across court.
That's a dump.
Allie again plays it to
Very
Bailey.
nice. Very nice.
And Johnson puts the ball away.
Perfect set. No block. 10-foot line swing. That was nice.
Lady Panthers 12, Hamshire-Fannett 14. Bailey Taylor with the service. Really nice. Middle block forced to take that.
That's a roll.
A little miscommunication over there, Coach.
You can't give those points away, especially when we're on a momentum.
Be a substitution for Hamshire-Fannett. 13 coming on for number 3. Number 7 serving. Slack takes it cleanly to Bailey.
That's a good pass.
Back to the middle. Lackey into the block. And Cordova right into the net for Hamshire-Fannett point. And Cordova forced to hit the roll.
Watch a dump.
Slack plays it to Taylor. Back to Kaylee Johnson. And a big hit into the block of Lackey, and that is going to fall out.
We just got there a little late, and our hands have got to be a little bit more disciplined for the middle of the court.
Slack takes that head high. And this time hits it right into the block off the net just a bit, not able to get it back over.
That's called tool on the block, so she just really tipped it into their fingers and let them mess it up. Need to serve really tough here.
Johnson with the service. Taken by 14 to the left-hand side, and they're going to call a double on that. I think our best friend is a mistake by the other team.
Yeah, Hampshire, I look for them to start tipping because it's worked a little bit, so I see the deep corners. Be ready for that deep tip. Or a dump, like that.
Just like that. That's why you make the big bucks, Coach Slack. Breezy tries to dump back over.
That's a lift.
And the defense not quite ready. It was a quick hitter coming back through. Point Hamshire-Fannett, libero off.
That kind of stuff is irregular, so it's hard to defend, but we've got to do a better job of seeing it.
Lady Panthers trailing 14 to 18. It's set number 1. And Breezy overplays that pass into the net. Bailey Taylor not able to get there. Point Hamshire-Fannett.
Usually the deciding factor in any varsity match where two teams are evenly matched is serve receive. Whoever passes the serve better is going to win.
14 again to Breezy. Overpass again. And that's going to be a free ball sent over deep. Hamshire-Fannett point. And right now the momentum firmly on the side of Hamshire-Fannett as the Lady Panthers serve receive defense trying to figure it out.
Nice pass.
Taylor with the set to Breezy. Off the block, and that's going to be a point Lady Panthers.
Really, we just need to calm down and pass the serve better, and our offense will take care of itself.
Right now on the front row for the Lady Panthers, Abby Vickers, Breezy Pantelian, and Ashlyn Cordova. Allie Slack with the serve.
Dump. Go.
Right into Vickers' block.
It's a good block for Vickers. We're going to go right side over here, and Ashley's going to put it out.
It'll send the serve back over to Hamshire-Fannett, who will take another double switch. Number 5 and number 2 on for the Lady Horns. Number 2 coming on to serve. Hamshire-Fannett with a 6-point lead here in set number 1. Cleanly from Breezy.
It's a good pass. Go to Breezy. Good.
Barrowed into the left-hand side. That's going to be off of the block.
It's a nice swing on the left side.
And we'll get a timeout from the Lady Panthers, and we'll take one with them.
marathon.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You're watching Lady Panther Volleyball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Set number 1, the best of 5. Lady Panthers trailing 22-15. Hamshire-Fannett with the serve, number 2 serving. And
That'll
that is going to go deep.
That's why you call timeouts. It's one of the rules of the game. You don't miss a serve after a timeout.
Templeton on again for Cordova. Unforced errors on both teams, a big part of the storyline so far.
And that shows the inconsistency of both young teams.
And Templeton into the net for another service, not on her, but another service error overall in this set.
Liberty's going to compete in this match. We got to get rid of those unforced errors. Serving and serve receive.
Number 13 with the service. That's going to take a knuckle dive. And Breezy forced to hit a roll over the net.
They're dumping the ball a lot.
Abby
That's
off
a good
the
swing.
block. And that's going to be a point, Lady Panthers.
We need to keep swinging because they're tipping a lot, trying to catch us off balance. So we need to keep swinging.
Breezy with the service. Be high and deep and almost touches the line back there. Going to sail a little far. That's going to be match.
That's probably 4 or 5 service errors.
Yep. Potential set point here for Hamshire-Fannett. The libero, number 12 with the service.
That's a nice pass. Nope, it's over.
And it's going to be right back into Bailey Taylor's face. Somehow able to get it over.
It's a double.
And the right-hand side not able to connect on that into the net. And that will come back over for the Lady Panthers. Lackey back on the court. Allie Slack stepping off. Abby Vickers with the service for the Lady Panthers. The 2 to the left. Off the block, Vickers, Taylor, and Johnson comes back over, and Hamshire-Fannett not able to take advantage of that.
Just takes a pass. We did a good job of getting it to the setter so she could do her work.
Vickers again with the service. Libero with that pass to the right-hand side, back to the middle. Not much of a swing on that. Kaylee forced to send a free ball.
Another free ball. This is where we should take advantage of it. Go to her.
Templeton Taylor quick to Lackey, and they're going to call a double on that. And that's going to do it for set number 1. Liberty falling 19-25. They'll switch sides. While they're switching sides, we'll take a commercial break and be right back. Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Lady Panther Volleyball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Joe Roberts, Karen Slack, and producer Richard Ewing here in Liberty, Texas at the Liberty High School main competition gym. 24A action between Hamshire-Fannett and your Liberty Lady Panthers. Lady Panthers losing set number 1, 19-25. Coach Slack, we saw a lot of unforced errors during set number 1. What is Coach Fisbeck down there telling her team right now?
Right now she's talking about unforced errors. So I think we calculated maybe 4 or 5 missed serves. That's 4 or 5 points that Hampshire didn't have to fight for. So you get rid of those first, and you talk about competing at a high level. So the balls that are dropping, the miscommunication, those are all unforced errors that you can control. If you have a good hit on the other side, you can't control that. You can just be athletic and try to compete as best you can. But that's what she's saying. And just turn the compete button on. Just get rid of those nerves. They know that this game is big. Get rid of that and start playing.
Well, Coach, one of the things that I have not seen Riley do is I've not seen her throw a clipboard. I haven't heard her stomp the court. I mean, are you even really coaching if you're not throwing or stomping?
She's played at such a high level that all those emotions are always in check. And I appreciate that mentality, although I'm not very good at that. I appreciate a young coach with some composure. Well, she's very competitive, however, very competitive.
Well, she must have been torn because she played at UT and Alabama. Yeah. Who did she root for on Saturday?
We watched the game together. She rooted for both. So she was happy no matter what.
She's like sitting right in the middle of the TV or something like that.
Just enjoying. It was good football, so it was very enjoyable.
Well, Caitlin and JJ both in Kansas right now, but on opposite ends of the spectrum here. I saw them in a picture. They were hugging. I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? What are we doing here?
Well,
K-State and Kansas?
They like to complicate things. Okay. We like a little competition in the family.
Now, Caitlin is coaching at Kansas.
Yeah, she got a full-time position. She's an assistant coach at KU.
Okay.
KU. Right. And then JJ's at K-State. He's got 2 more years of eligibility in baseball, so he's playing baseball up there.
Well, just what a ride. I think it's all over, and they just keep on going and keep on.
I'm going to enjoy every second of it because it's fun.
Well, getting ready to start set number 2, and really this is not a must-win, but really is kind of a must-win. The statistics aren't necessarily in your favor if you go down 0-2 in the best of 5.
Yeah, and it's hard to keep a young team up if you lose the game that you can win. You want to win that one so that you can keep that momentum through district.
Like I said, the Lady Panthers will be at home, 4:30 start on Friday, homecoming week. The Panther football team playing host to East Chambers. That will be a 7:30 p.m. kickoff. All the homecoming festivities will take place at halftime, and I'm sure there's going to be just a bunch going on. Homecoming week, it seems like everything's happening. If you're around, the homecoming pep rally will be at 2:45 here in this gym on Friday. That's a change. Serve from Taylor, and that's going to be dug up.
Very nice.
And put away.
Very nice. You see what Liberty did there? We got a really good dig and went to our big attacker in the middle, and she put it in right back corner. Very nice.
I love this. Now I can see their faces coming this way. Taylor again with the service.
That's a good spot. Good serve.
Gonna be shanked. Number 7 not able to handle that on the front row for the Lady Panthers. Keely Heim, J.C. Slack,
kind
and
of an
Kaylee
odd
Johnson.
serve receive for Hamshire-Fannett too. That causes a lot of miscommunication in my opinion.
Pass to the left-hand side behind the back row line.
Very nice.
Clean to the left-hand side, roll shot. Another back row attack.
Good choice on the forearm.
Big swing from Johnson. Breezy takes it cleanly again. Back to the left-hand side. They are trying to feed Kaylee Johnson right now on the left. Not able to get a hold of that one. Point Hamshire-Fannett.
When you're left side, you need to stay wider than the ball, and she chose to stay in further. That's why the ball beat her outside.
Number 7, nice serve. Back to Heim, coming across the court, and forced to send a free ball over. Taylor with a nice set to the middle. Slack off the block. Point Lady Panthers.
I love that we're sharing the ball and moving the ball around, but the name of the game is to kill the ball. So we got to get it to our kill leaders so they can put the ball away.
Kaylee Johnson with the service. Lady Panthers leading 3-1 in set number 2. And not a great pass.
Nice job. Way to put her out of system. Yeah, as a coach, you tell them to target the next one. So if she shanked that ball, we go right back at her. Make her embarrassed to go home.
Oh, right off the net. Love those kind of serves.
That's out.
And that's going to be deep left. Point Liberty.
You can see that our serves are taking Hamshire-Fannett out of their system, and so those wide shots because the setter can't get the ball to the attackers.
Johnson again with the service.
That's a nice serve.
Set. back set, and she's going to get called for the double. Coach, you've got an eagle eye over there. Another point for the Lady Panthers, 6, Hamshire-Fannett 1 here in set number 2.
The up ref is getting a little bit too detailed with the doubles, in my opinion.
The saved, Lackey forced to send a deep 3 ball. Number 11 trying to go to the middle. Slack putting it back to the left-hand side. Breezy off the block. Hamshire-Fannett coming to the back row, dug up cleanly.
Very nice, very nice.
And a little long on that.
Good defense by Liberty, though. It looked like we're getting a little bit more movement on the court when Hamshire-Fannett's swinging.
I like that the Lady Panthers are feeling confident enough in Kaylee to send her to the back row to come across that.
Ooh, yeah.
And that's going to be well, they're going to call a double on that.
We got to get a good touch here. We just gave up 2 points.
Serving for Hamshire-Fannett, number 14. Hamshire-Fannett trailing Liberty 3-6. Be taking that high at eye level. Breezy free ball back deep to the right.
Oh,
and
that's our roll.
Hamshire-Fannett right into the top of that net.
Sometimes the tape rolls your way.
Well, we've had some years where it seemed to always roll down the net and then flip over at the last minute against
you can't
us.
defend that.
Allie Slack serving for the Lady Panthers. Heim, Breezy, and Abby on the front row.
That's a nice serve.
Popped up, and a little miscommunication on the back between 12 and 4.
We'll take that. Keep serving tough. You see their serve receive is kind of complicated where they're guessing who's going for the ball. If you just serve the seams, that'll keep happening.
And Hamshire-Fannett will take their first time out of set number 2. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Panther Nation. You're watching Lady Panther Volleyball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Joe Roberts, Karen Slack, producer Richard Ewing. Set number 2 of 24A action between Hamshire-Fannett and your Liberty Lady Panthers. And Liberty with a 5-point lead. Allie Slack serving.
Good. Serve the ball over and in after a timeout. Good.
And that's going to be overplayed by the libero right into the net. 11 had really no recourse. If she'd have moved any further back, she would have been in the net.
Let's serve her again. Make her play the ball again.
Slack coming back with the ace.
Keep serving that seam.
I don't know what Raleigh said to them between set 1 and 2, but better bottle that up, Coach. Slack again with the service. Taylor Johnson and Slack on the back row for Liberty.
That's it.
11.
That's your cross shot.
To the left side. Johnson takes it cleanly.
Very nice.
Bailey to the left.
Smart
and Breezy with the dump right over the top of the block.
That's that intellectual that Breezy brings to the game. She saw those girls up early, use her fingers, and tip the ball right into it.
It also helps when you can hang in the air for an hour.
Yeah, Michael Jordan hops helps, yeah.
Slack again with the service. Set her to the middle.
Lefty. Out.
And she's going to send that long to the deep right side. Point Liberty. Liberty leading 12-3 here in set number 2.
You can see that we're still continue to take Hampshire out of their offense by making them pass the ball behind the 10-foot line.
11 trying to dump it over. Slack with a nice set. Breezy into the block. And they're able to pull it up, push it back.
Now we just need to maintain control here.
Breezy deep to the left.
Dump.
Trying to go quick to the middle, and 8 not able to dump it over the block. Abby Vickers there.
Abby Vickers read that the whole way. Very, very good job of maintaining that composure at the net.
Slack again with another nice serve that's going to shank right off the libero. Right now, she is really struggling, Coach.
Make her struggle more. You keep making her move back, that's a harder pass to take. See, she's scooting back now so she can take it. Now it's serve her short.
Allie Slack with the service.
That's a perfect serve for that.
Number 11 set to the left-hand side. That's going to be off the block, but pulled up nicely by Johnson. Breezy with a cross. Dug up by Hamshire-Fannett quick. And Bailey Taylor trying to dump it to the right.
That's a roll shot or free.
Abby Vickers cleanly.
Come on, Abby.
Right back to Abby. Left-hand side for Hampshire into the net. Bailey Taylor to the left-hand side. And Breezy into the net. I think you're right. I don't think they ever got any caption on that.
It looked like it was on their side of the tape and came right back to them.
A double substitution, 5 and 2 coming on for Hamshire-Fannett on the service break, but not before big damage done.
Right. You see the difference in the offenses. We run a 5-1 where the setter can be on the front row and do a lot of different things, and then Hampshire runs a 6-2 where they cannot jump on the front row.
Slack to Taylor, and Johnson forced to come from the back left spot. Nice Allie Slack, and even with the overpass on the save, Hamshire-Fannett not able to save that. Service break.
You can tell number 8 for Hampshire's very young. She's got some good ability, but she's inconsistent.
Templeton comes on for the Lady Panthers. LP 15, Hamshire-Fannett 4 here in set number 2. Nice flat serve, 2 to the middle. The lefty off the block of Abby Vickers, and that's going to fall just to the left of Templeton.
Number 8 was off the net on an offset. Abby just needs to wait just a little bit for that ball to cross. She was up early.
Number 7 on for number 1 for Hamshire-Fannett. 13 serving for the Lady Horns. Nice flat serve right over the net. Taylor with the dump.
They're going to come right back with it.
And that's going to be into and off of the block. And the Lady Horns now finding a bit of traction here, but still trailing by 9.
Our strength is attack. We need to go back to that.
Now 13 is going to slide across the inline and try to pick on Allie. Nice to Bailey. Coming back to the left-hand side.
That's a beautiful set. That's a free ball.
Breezy with a nice shot. Templeton with the pass to Taylor. Back to Breezy.
Yep.
And I think that was a situation right there. She hit it on top of the net, and that probably helped her score that. Number 3 stepping on for the Lady Horns as Breezy steps back to take the service.
I like our set selection. I like the way the ball's moving across the net.
Liberty leading by 10 again here in set number 2, trailing 1-0 overall.
High pass.
And a back dump there.
Good
middle
set.
And Vickers off the block.
That's a free ball.
Breezy to Bailey, left-hand side.
That's actually a pretty good set. Nice.
And that's going to find the line on the back. Point and kill for the Lady Panthers. And that was something that was not happening in set number 1.
No.
Lady Panthers 17, Lady Horns 6. Breezy with another nice service. Back to the middle.
That should be an attack here. Hopefully we can, it's a roll,
and
that'll work.
Kaylee, really nice adjustment in the air, Coach. Came up for the swing and had to change her plane right at the last second.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. Hampshire is putting a single block up over here. I don't know what that strategy is. There's a double block on the outside.
Breezy again with the service.
That's a perfect serve.
And number 3 not able to handle that overpass to the right. And that will be another point for the Lady Panthers. 19, Lady Horns 6. Again, here in set number 2, best of 5. Hamshire-Fannett winning set number 1, 25-19. Back to the middle.
That should be a free ball.
Taylor to the left. That's going to go off the block. Another roll shot to the deep corner. Taylor again.
Play it.
And number 8 able to come over the net and stop that attack from Abby Vickers. Number 8 stepping off now. Number 14 stepping onto the front row for the Lady Horns is the libero, number 12, with the service. Hamshire-Fannett trailing 7-19. Taylor forced to step up and back
really
set
good
that.
job of Abby Vickers. Good. Oh, guys.
And this time, Slack not able to do a bunch that got to her really fast, and Templeton not able to handle that. Right to Breezy.
That's a great pass. Go to Abby.
Quick.
Nice.
Vickers into the block. Taylor again going to the left-hand
Nice.
side.
It's over.
Templeton saves it to Taylor to the middle. And they're going to call a double again on that.
I did not see a double on that.
Seems like every up judge has their own little something that they're looking for.
I'm going to be nice and say it's inconsistent.
12 the libero again with the service. Templeton overpass, and Taylor not able to get to that. Liberty 19, Lady Horns 10.
Got to have a pass here to break the momentum.
Again to Templeton.
Nice
pass this time.
Nice set.
And Johnson, not quite a
Good,
hard
Abby.
service or a hard swing, and Vickers right there to put the ball away. Like to see that.
Here comes Lackey back on the front row. Vickers did a really good job blocking and hitting quicks.
Vickers with the service. Lady Panthers 20.
Good short serve. Was way out there. Good block.
Good block from the Lady Panthers.
Nice.
And again, Lackey with the block. And this time it's going to be off of the arms of Abby Vickers. 2 good blocks from the freshman in the middle.
She's got a really good instinct of splitting the attacker's arm.
And looks like we're going to switch setters now. 11 on, 4 on, and this is where they did a lot of their damage earlier.
Yeah.
Back to Breezy. Taylor to the left-hand side. A roll shot for Johnson. It's going to go off the block on the front row and fall for a point for the Lady Horns. And they're doing the exact same thing that the Lady Panthers did in set number 1, trying to make it a contest.
Well, I think
here
we
late.
went away from our strength. We can't keep putting roll shots in play. You got to swing with aggressiveness, make them play the ball tough.
Breezy
Give them something easy, they'll
back
put
to
it back.
Taylor, left-hand side.
Swing. That's a roll. That's a roll. Free.
Be a free ball. Templeton
Now
to
we should
Taylor.
go to Lackey. Put it away. That's
And
it.
she's going to dump it right over the top of that block. Very, very intelligent play.
She can see both those blockers up, and then their defense back and left back is way in the back court. So nice, smart tip.
Time on for Templeton is Bailey Taylor getting set to serve. Lady Panthers leading 21-12.
That's
And
good.
It's going to be a little miscommunication there on the Lady Horns side.
To be honest, I keep picking on that libero.
Bailey looking to Coach Fisbeck for the spot.
Nice spot.
And that's going to be an ace point for the Lady Panthers.
That's a perfect 5 deep serve. You practice that a lot, but it's hard to do in a game.
We do that all the time on Karts Karai Beach Volleyball on PlayStation.
That's old school. Oh, come on.
Allie Slack with the set to the left, and Johnson not able to roll that over. That's going to be service break. And we're going to have another substitution for the Lady Horns. 13 back on for 3. Number 7 serving for Hamshire-Fannett. Hamshire-Fannett trailing by 10 here in set number 2.
7's got a nice flat serve. Breezy takes control. And then Keely Heim out.
It's going to sail just over the line on the right-hand side. On the court right now for the Lady Panthers. Lackey, Johnson, Taylor, Slack, Pantaleon, and Heim. Right into the net. A little overplayed on that pass. I guess if you're going to make some mistakes, Coach, it's best to make them with a 10 or 11 point lead.
It's our serve-receive game that keeps killing the momentum.
A nice pass to Taylor, and Lackey a little too quick.
That's a nice touch, though.
Slack's going to take that ball back to Heim, and almost found the spot.
That's a tip.
It's going to be a push to the deep corner. Slack with the recovery, and Lackey over.
Go.
Nice block, and not able to handle the fall off there. Another point for the Lady Horns. Serve to Allie Slack. Taylor to the middle, and Lackey is going to go deep middle. 7 forced to hit the free ball. And Taylor to the left-hand side, another roll shot. Nice recovery to the left-hand side.
What a dig.
Good dig from Breezy, and Johnson in the net. 23-17, Liberty, service Hamshire-Fannett. And it looks like Coach Fisbeck's going to take a timeout. We'll take one with him. Welcome back, Panther Nation. You're watching Lady Panther Volleyball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Joe Roberts, Karen Slack. Set number 2, the Lady Panthers leading Hamshire-Fannett 23-17, but Hamshire-Fannett with a bit of a rally here late.
That's a good pass. That's a free ball.
Pushing it deep. A tip over the block. Slack setting up the left-hand side. Good recovery, and that's going to be a double.
That's a true double. Yep. Standing on your heels, trying to push the ball, that is a double.
Even I with glasses saw that one.
Yes.
Number 1 coming on for number 7.
We have a few players just playing it a little too safe. If there's a hittable ball, we should be trying to put the ball away.
Set point here, and Johnson into the net. That'll be a service break there. The libero coming off. And Hamshire-Fannett forced to be perfect, trailing 24-18. Any mistake, and set number 2 will be done. It's going to be deep.
Nice pass on a deep serve.
Breezy with a nice swing. Left-hand attack, and that is going to hit that deep left corner.
That was nice. It was in. Nice roll shot on the line.
The up referee is having a talk about this. And she's going to call that in.
It's the right call. Liberty's not going to like it, but it's the right call.
A little melodrama right there. 24-19, Liberty. Again, number 14 with the service. Pass from Breezy to Allie. Back to Breezy, and going to force to sit that free ball over to the middle, and that's going to be off of Slack for another point. And what had been at one time an 11-point lead has now dwindled to 4 here in the waning moments of set number 2.
Here, ladies. That's a good pass.
Nice pass from Johnson, back to the left-hand side, off the block, and that's going to do it for set number 2. And Liberty's going to pull up even 1-1. We'll be back momentarily for set number 3. Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Lady Panther Volleyball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Joe Roberts, Karen Slack, producer Richard Ewing. After 2 sets in this best of 5, the Lady Panthers pulling level in set number 2, winning 25-20. Big lead early on, Coach, and then kind of made it interesting at the end.
Yeah. Hampshire rattled off too many points in a row. We need to do a better job of controlling the game momentum, and a lot of that had to do with serve receive, but also sending a lot of free balls over. That gets Hampshire back in the game offensively.
I think probably from a mental standpoint, you know, when you take a beating in a game, it's kind of hard to mentally step up for that next game.
It is. It is. I hope we turn this compete button on, though. I know we're better than what we're playing. We're still very inconsistent in a lot of areas, but I know we got some more in the tank.
Again, you are watching 24A volleyball action between Hamshire-Fannett and the Lady Panthers of Liberty TX. Both teams 0-1 in district play and looking to get their first win in the column. Liberty losing in straight sets on Tuesday in Huffman. So that is a tough place to go in and play.
It always is, yeah.
It doesn't matter what sport it is.
No, and field, whatever. It's tough to play there. And I believe Hampshire lost in 5 to West Fork.
I think that's correct. Yeah, 3-2. I remember I was trying to do a little research beforehand.
Yeah, I think that's who they played. And if you didn't know already, West Fork got dumped into our 4A district. It's a brand new school over there. We'll be playing all sports with them except football.
Well, at least for a year or two until they add that next class and they're like a 10A or whatever.
This may be the only year. I think this might be the only year. They're pretty much 5A numbers now, so.
And they only have, they have through sophomore class?
They should have a junior class this year.
Okay. I knew they were getting pretty close.
Yeah, in fact, the head coach from Huffman went over there to West Fork. She's a good friend of mine. She's a tremendous volleyball coach.
Well, getting ready to kick off set number 3, number 11 serving for the Lady Horns. That's going to be too breezy. Back to the left-hand side.
That's a good swing by Ash.
It's going to be right onto that block.
Just punch it through.
Really nice to see her get that.
Yeah. Ashlyn is one of our strongest kids in the entire program in the weight room, so that swing is mighty.
And
we just can't do that.
Bailey Taylor right into the net for the service error.
That's a focus issue, and she's 14.
Trying to tell me she's not 25?
She's not 25.
Okay. Number 7,
she does the same thing.
And that's going to be a service error coming the other way.
That's a big win. 7 scored 7 or 8 points in the last game, so that's a big win for us. Here comes Riley Jordan in to serve.
See our first action out of Riley this evening. Just kind of a little Swiss Army knife. She kind of does a little bit of everything. Great kid.
Great kid. Yep, that's 2 missed serves. 3 missed serves in the game, 1 for Hampshire.
Libero coming off for Hamshire-Fannett. Number 8 coming on for the Libero. 14
that's
right
a
to
good
Allie
job
Slack.
with Allie's platform. She goes to Breezy. So that's a 3 ball. Go to Lackey. Good job.
And that's going to find the deep right corner, and that will be a point for Hamshire-Fannett.
That's hard to defend.
One of the things that I'm seeing is I don't think they're used to the big, giant steps that Lackey is taking coming from behind that 10-foot line.
Yeah, and she does a really good job. This is her first year to play varsity middle, so a lot of those chop steps that you teach are usually juniors and seniors that have practiced that for years and years, so she's just learning that too.
But they're beautiful. They're great big steps, and then she's having to adjust herself back.
Well, if she's going to take big steps like that, you start more mid-court, not at the 10-foot line.
Be clean from Hamshire-Fannett.
Nice
and it's going to be right into Abby Vickers, who plays that very well.
You see how Abby squared herself up on that girl's left arm? Just a stuff block because she's set up in the right spot.
Yeah, those lefties in the middle are tough.
Yeah, that's tough to read.
Allie Slack with the service for the Lady Panthers.
It's a good serve.
Right to that libero. Slack again with a nice pass to Taylor. And they're going to be forced to hit the free ball. A little miscommunication. Coming back to the middle, and that's going to be another free ball.
That's a free ball. Let's put that away.
Taylor to Breezy.
That's it.
Off the block, and that's going to be a point. Liberty.
That's it right there. You got to get the ball to the attackers that can kill the ball. Fan section doing a good job tonight.
Oh, 100%. Coming back to the middle.
That's a free ball.
Slack to Taylor. Taylor back outside
That's
to Breezy,
so nice.
off the block.
Nice quick shoot out there to the left side. That's a double.
Left-handed attack, and that's going to find the deep right corner. And that's going to be a point for the Lady Horns. Number 15 checking in for Hamshire-Fannett.
Not sure
2.
what was happening with our block over there, but it was not up in front of her arm. That allows a kill in left back.
Number 2 coming on to serve for Hamshire-Fannett, and she's had some nice service back there.
That's a good platform.
Slack clean to Taylor to the middle, and Abby
Nice.
off the block, and that's going to be a point for Liberty.
It's hard to defend a quick set when you're on time, and you can see that Hampshire wasn't on time.
Keely Heim serving for the Lady Panthers.
It's a nice serve.
Be taken back to the middle, and that lefty trying to attack. Back up to Breezy, off the block, back over to the Liberty.
Somebody's in the net.
Oh, that is a lot of net
Somebody's
shaking.
in the net. And it was blue. It was not black.
No, you're right about that one. A missed opportunity right there. 1 checking out. Number 7 checking in for the Lady Horns. Number 13 with the service. And that's going to be just off the hand of Allie Slack. And that will be point for Hamshire-Fannett. Tied at 6. On the front row right now for the Lady Panthers, Breezy, Abby, and Bailey.
Good pass by Keely Heim.
Bailey back to Abby. Tries to come right over the block. Back set to the right. And off of the Vickers block, and it's going to fall clean for Hamshire-Fannett.
I like the tip to the left front. That's usually a really good spot to tip in, but that number 7's there.
13 again with the service. Heim to Taylor.
Nice.
Back out to Breezy.
Nice.
Big
Very
swing.
nice.
Off the block, not able to handle it, and that will be point for Liberty.
If you're watching at home, you can see that Bailey Taylor did a good job of sending that set really fast over the left side, and Hampshire didn't have a chance to get over there for the block. And when you jump like Breezy, that's an easy attack.
And Breezy with the service now. All level at 7. To the left-hand side. Libero forced to come through and not able to handle that into the net. Point for Liberty.
This is where we need to get on a roll.
Tell you, I love this much more than radio because I don't have to talk quite as much.
Yeah, because there's a lot going on.
There's a bunch going on. Allie to Bailey.
That's a free ball. That's a free ball. That's a good job by Breezy.
Quick to Abby Vickers.
Smart. That's a roll.
Breezy
That's
to
a
Taylor.
perfect pass and
Back
a
out to the
perfect
left.
set.
Swing,
Nice.
and
Nice.
they're going to call that in the net.
Nice job.
Ashland, really great positioning out there on that left-hand side.
If I'm being honest, I thought it was Ash in the net. Looked like she followed through and hit the net, but we'll take that point.
Nice serve.
That's a nice job. Let's set it up. That's a free ball.
Breezy back to Bailey, to Ash, and that's going to hit off the block and roll down the net, but on the wrong side. The point for Hamshire-Fannett. Number 14 coming on for the Libero. Number 8 serving for the Lady Horns.
Good
Breezy
pass.
clean
Go to
to
Abby.
Bailey, back set to Abby.
That's a free ball.
And that's that's going to be a shank right off of Breezy's hands, although not sure if she could have done anything else with that.
No, our block wasn't up on time, and if we keep sending them free balls, they're just going to do that right back.
Level in set number 3.
Out.
And that's going to be a service error.
Thank God for Breezy, because I don't think she thought that was out. She's thanking God right now it was out.
Abby Vickers with the service.
Good deep serve by Abby.
Nice spot.
That's a free ball. Good.
Vickers back to Taylor, and
that's
going
a
to go to the
perfect
left-hand
set.
side. Off
Breezy's
the block.
standing back there
Breezy's
watching.
there with it. Taylor again, and forced to push that ball deep.
Good.
Vickers,
Go
nice
to Lackey.
dig.
Go to Lackey.
The left-hand side.
Oh, nice spot, Ash.
Tries to dump it over the top.
Go to Lackey.
Bailey back quick to Lackey, and just behind her. Every time I see that chicken wing swing.
So that's very hard for a middle in that quick transition, but you saw that JC was still stuck at the net where she should have been back in transition to get an approach with some momentum on the ball. Very hard to do. Middle's a very hard position to play.
You know what it's easy to play? Bench. That was what I did.
But volleyball's such a beautiful, fun game. It's so much athleticism. That's it.
That's
we'll
going to be an
take it.
overpass from the libero. Point for Liberty. Bailey Taylor with the service. And just as we've seen in both these 2 previous sets, close contest.
Good.
Be a dump over to the right. Taylor back to the left. And shank.
It's out.
And that's going to be
Good.
out.
We'll take those errors.
A lot of
Still need a better job of setting up an attack. We still keep sending some stuff over that's not aggressive.
A lot of finesse volleyball right now.
I guess you could say finesse.
I'm going to call it finesse. Nice spot from Bailey and Allie.
Quick,
Shank
quick,
and-
Breezy. Oh,
Well, Allie made a play on it. Breezy made a play on it, and then it did something weird in the air.
that's two of our quickest athletes.
Hamshire-Fannett trailing by 1, 11-12.
This is a really good server.
7, Cordova.
That's right back at us.
Overpass.
Free ball.
And Lackey forced to send that ball deep.
That's out.
And nice mistake there, trying to go down the line, not quite there. Point for Liberty. Number 1 checking in for number 7. And Riley Jordan coming in for Ashlyn Cordova.
Ash did a really good job of holding down that left front position just now. And Riley gets her serve deep in the 1 spot, which is a really good spot. That's an ace.
Really, really nice location for Riley.
Those are hard to serve too.
By the way, what a way to come back after her previous service attempt.
Right, that's what you're supposed to do. Watch it dump. Oh.
No, those are the tough ones.
Yeah, we got to jump on that one.
Call that the fortunate shank, the reactionary shank. And number 7.
That's short.
Number 14 into the net. That will be a service error, and the ball will go back to the Lady Panthers. And Allie Slack serving. JC Lackey coming off. Abby Vickers on.
Good serve.
The lefty right off of Jordan's arms. She is very tough to read when she's coming up.
She is. I think Abby was on the other side of her. She might have been in the middle of her body or on the right side.
15-2 checking in for Hamshire-Fannett. Hamshire-Fannett trailing 2 points here in set number 3. Jordan, a little overpass, and now Slack forced to send a free deep. Set her to the left, and a tip to the deep. Slack forced to send another free. The left-hand side attack, and that's going to sail long. and Liberty the recipient of that.
13's doing us some solids over there.
Keely Heim with the service for the Lady Panthers. Liberty hanging on to a 3-point lead here in set number 3. Both teams with a set victory. Right over the net. Service ace.
Who in this gym thought that ball was going over?
I thought that was going right into the net, to be honest with you. That looked like one of those Japanese league breaking pitches.
She's an interesting approach to the ball. She starts outside the court.
Jordan forced to play it back up. And that's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be service break for Hamshire-Fannett. Number 1 coming off, and number 7 checking back in for the Lady Horns. Number 13 with the service for Hamshire-Fannett.
This is one of our weaker rotation serve receive, and they missed their serve.
Oh, we love
that is awesome.
Right into the net, and she's been a big server for them.
She has been, yeah. Well, they got a lot of points in that rotation when we were back there.
Ashlyn Cordova coming back on for Riley Jordan. Breezy serving for the Lady Panthers. Liberty leading 18-14.
That's a good spot.
Deep to the back
dump.
left. That lefty in the middle. And Allie Slack saving it. Can Breezy put it back over? And she does.
Watch it dump.
The big swing. Breezy with the save. Allie Slack forced to put it up for free. And they're going to call a double on that. That was a pretty easy call there.
Good athletic digs, though, by both of them. I'm not sure why Allie chose to use her hands on that, but she's not a setter.
Well, you know, everyone's going to try it once or twice.
Her strength is her platform and her feet.
Number 8 serving for the Lady Horns.
Good, nice
dug
pass.
up by Breezy. Taylor
Good roll,
to Cordova. It's going to go deep. Be forced to send a free ball over.
We get a free ball. We need to go to
Slack
Vickers.
to Taylor, right to the middle. And they're going to call a double on that. And that was shaping up to be a point for Liberty. Coach Fisbeck staring in disbelief there. Not sure what was going on.
Well, that was a double, and you can tell that when you have a setter that's having trouble with that, you usually teach them to do their footwork a little bit better so their hand placement is better on the ball. And that's exactly what she does there. Nice. Vickers has been very smart. Okay. Vickers has been really smart with the tip and the swing, recognizing blockers, and then being clutch when we need points. Vickers back to serve. Good right back spot. That's a dump or an up. Lackey just needs to go up and do something with that, not worry about where Cordova is on that. Number 11, the setter for Hampshire, is now serving. We have Heim, Breezy, and Allie back to receive. And she serves it into the net. Hampshire having a tough time serving right now, but we'll take those points.
I'm back. Taylor with the service.
That's a good spot.
Back to that middle and off the hands of Taylor. Quick reactions by Breezy. Taylor putting it back across.
Good.
And digging it up. Slack back setting for Cordova with a roll across. Back to the left.
Go.
Off the block. Nice reaction from Cordova, but not able to handle it cleanly.
Ash needs to come off the net a little bit more ready. She's kind of on her heels. She could have played that a little bit better.
13 checking in for Hamshire-Fannett.
Here's where we need a pass. 7's back there serving. She's got a tough serve.
Liberty leading by 2. Nice clean pass.
That's a good swing.
Heim with a nice swing. And a nice swing by 13 coming back, and Breezy not able to handle that. And Hamshire-Fannett now closing the lead to 1. 20-19 here in set number 3, the best of 5. Slack with the dig up. Taylor to Lackey. And she's going to go into the block, and they're going to say that she didn't get across. They're going to call that 4. And I think that is correct, but they missed one earlier.
Yeah, she hit the bottom of the tape for sure.
All level at 20.
Nice pass by Allen.
Slack to Taylor to the middle and Lackey dumping over the block.
She's got a nice touch on that tip. Even though that girl was there, she misplayed it because of the speed of the tip.
It's really nice. She got that nice, beautiful height that she can get over the top and take a look around. Lady Panthers with a 1-point lead, 21-20. Riley Jordan serving. It's going to go in the net for a service error. They'll tie it back up at 21. The libero out for Hamshire-Fannett, 8 on. Number 14 serving for the Lady Horns. Deep to Jordan.
That's a decent pass.
Bailey to the left-hand side. Nice. Breezy with the kill. And that is going to be a nice answer here.
This is not disrespecting any player right now. Breezy's a junior. He's been on varsity for 3 years. You're trying to get points in a 22-21 game. The ball needs to go to her.
Slack with the service. Quick. Set her to the middle. Lefty into the net.
They need to be ready for Hampshire to dump or tip because they're going to get desperate in just a second.
Now a 2-point lead, 23-21. Slack again with the service for the Lady Panthers. And Hamshire-Fannett is going to take a timeout, and we'll take one with them. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Lady Panther Volleyball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Joe Roberts, Karen Slack, producer Richard Ewing. Set number 3, the Lady Panthers leading 23-21. Hamshire-Fannett winning set number 1. The Lady Panthers winning set number 2.
That's a good serve after a timeout. Good.
The lefty coming across off the block of Vickers. And they will collect that point and break the serve.
A little off-speed swing, worked out real well. I think Vickers was in a good spot, just the off-speed threw her off.
15-2 checking back in for the Lady Horns. It's been a very, very tight contest throughout the entirety of this set number 3. Too deep to Jordan.
It's a decent pass. Go to Breezy.
Breezy on the left, off the block. Dug up by the libero, back to the left-hand side.
Good.
Taylor.
That's a nice set.
Breezy again off the block. Back row attack.
Good pass, Allie. Keep feeding Breezy.
Tip right over the block. Hamshire-Fannett still alive.
Free ball.
Free ball. Jordan to Taylor. Back to Vickers, and she's going to hit it into the net. That will tie up this set number 3 at 23.
That's a hard set to make to a middle because she was on the 10-foot line. I'd still continue to go outlet out there.
Jordan with another nice pass to Taylor.
Nice set.
Back to the left, and Breezy puts it away.
See, there's no block out there. Bailey pushed that ball fast enough to beat the blockers, and Breezy's so quick she put that ball away.
That'll be point and potential set point here for the Lady Panthers. Keely Heim with the service. Liberty 24, Hamshire-Fannett 23.
Oh, dear Lord.
And they're going to try to...
That's a double.
Yep.
Go to Breezy.
Taylor to Breezy. The
Good
block
job, Allie.
dug up by Allie. And Hamshire-Fannett going to have to roll that ball. Slack to Taylor.
Away. No, don't give it a
dump. Try to dump it over the top. A roll shot to Slack.
That's a perfect pass. Go to
Taylor
her.
to Breezy.
Away.
Off the block,
yes.
And that's going to fall, and your Lady Panthers are going to take set number 3 and a lead of 2-1 here in this 24A contest between Hamshire-Fannett and your Liberty Lady Panthers. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Lady Panther Volleyball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. I'm Joe Roberts. Alongside me, Karen Slack, producer Richard Ewing, and our AV cadre. This is our Tuesday night AV crew, not our Friday night crew. We love to carry Tuesday night games because it gives a different set of kids an opportunity here. Loving that. At any rate, the Lady Panthers taking a 2-1 lead here in this best of 5, set number 3. Karen, always a pivotal set when you're knotted up. It seems as though whoever wins set number 3 generally goes on to win the contest. Not always, but generally.
I can't speak to that because these two teams are very evenly matched, and you can not just tell by the score but the mistakes that they make. And you can see that you can talk about all the high-powered offense and all the strategy, and those are way fun topics to talk about, but it serves and passes to the targets that's killing both teams.
Well, through 3 sets so far, who's your standout Lady Panther?
Oh, it's Breezy. Yeah, she's our go-to attacker, and it looks like she's got enough digs out there to lead the team in that. But, you know, our freshman setter's doing a good job. She struggled a little bit with serves and sets, but came right back in there and competed. And, you know, it's not nepotism, but Allie's playing a really good game of libero, and her platform is one of the best on the team, so she's getting out there and making sure the passes get to the target.
Well, she's got a great hairdo going on right now.
Oh, she's all about the hair. She's all about the hair.
I don't have the hair to do that kind of stuff, so.
Well, please don't do that with your hair.
Look, I've long said that if I could grow my hair long enough, I would have those nasty blonde dreadlocks, and I would put them up in braid. I would force you to come down to my classroom and say,
you might
Coach,
not have a job.
We're going to have to talk about this. I don't know. It's not
you
working.
You look like you can't teach.
But I think the kids would love me.
Yeah, well, they're going to love you no matter what.
Just about ready to start set number 4. The Lady Panthers with a 2-1 lead. And as you alluded to earlier, we can't call it a commanding anything because all 3 of these sets have been very close.
Yeah.
Season records between these 2 teams, very close. I expect when they travel to Hampshire for their turn over there, it's going to be another close contest.
Yeah. I think you're making all the right, assumptions there. But again, if you just look at the nature of each one of these teams, are very similar.
So probably you're looking at 2 teams that are going to be battling for those last couple of playoff spots.
If I had to guess, yeah. Steadily getting better every match.
Bailey Taylor setting it off, and that is going to be, what do you call that?
We call that a Jesus Christ serve. That's what that was. She must have went to church Sunday.
Buy the lottery ticket.
Yes.
It's a little roll serve right off the top of the net. We'll take it however we can get it. That's going to be an ace for Bailey.
She needs to make that.
Going to come
there
back
you go.
deep. Hamshire trying to set that left side. Breezy with a nice pass to Taylor. And that's going to be a good recovery from Lackey.
Nice. Okay, we'll take that.
And they're going to get a double on that. That'll be
We
a
will
point
take that.
for Liberty. What a great recovery.
What an athletic move. That ball was way out of play.
I think I would have torn an ACL had I tried to do that.
Well, she's long. That's a good play. Uh-oh. Looks like an injury timeout.
Not sure what we got going on here.
We took a timeout, but it looks like an injury timeout.
All right, we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Panther Nation. You're watching Lady Panther Volleyball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Here in set number 4, the best of 5, the Liberty Lady Panthers leading 2-1 in sets. And right now 2-0 here in set number 4. Bailey Taylor serving for the hometown team.
Looked like we had a little trouble with some tape on a wrist, so we took a timeout to take care of that. So I hope that we're all okay.
Nice pass to the setter to the middle. It's going to be off the block of Lackey.
She was right there, and you can see that her arms were just a little bit uneven. Just learn to push that a little bit more consistently.
Service break for the Lady Horns. Number 7 now serving for them. Nice and over the net.
She's got a nice serve. That tip can't happen. They see that way too quick.
Breezy with a nice dig. Lackey with the pass. And that's going to be right back in the face of Heim.
Sloppy.
The point, Hamshire-Fannett.
She's got a really nice serve. Just keeps floating.
Heim tips right over the block.
Those are too easy.
Big swing from the left hitter, number 13, and that's going to fall for a kill. To get it over.
Nice
and
block.
The block steps together, Lackey and Cordova.
Solid block. I didn't see a hole in it, and they were both really up. Need to capitalize on that because 7 just came off the court.
7 coming out, number 1 checking in, and Riley Jordan coming in for Cordova, and she will be serving.
That's a double.
To the
That's
middle.
a good call.
Setter going to get called for the double. I don't think that's their regular setter. I think that was out of position there.
No, that's somebody new,
was that number
honestly.
2?
No, that was number 1.
Okay.
Oh, wait, it was 2. It was 2.
I couldn't tell if that was her or that was the block that had to take that.
Yeah, they look a lot alike from behind.
And tries to go a little dipsy-do, and she out-thought herself into the net.
I'm not sure about this personnel change.
The overpass right into the net. Hamshire-Fannett able to save that, though.
You're going to send a free ball.
Breezy going to send the free over. Back to the middle, and she's going to try to scoop that, and she does not get that.
She almost got us over there, so we need to stay very athletic with our chest open to where she's swinging so we can get that tip covered. We keep serving the libero.
Libero takes that.
It's a roll. That's a roll. Oh.
And that is a roll. I'm not sure that's where she meant to put that, but it did fall for a point.
Funky enough to fall.
Be a service break for Hamshire-Fannett. Lady Horns 12. Lady Panthers 9 here in set number 4. Number 8 with the service. Can be overpassed. 11 sets the middle. Heim with the dig. Breezy from the back row. Roll shot.
Nice set.
To the left. And that's going to be into the block of Liberty, and that's going to fall down for a point for Hamshire-Fannett.
They can get the ball quick out there. Our shortest blocker's on the right side. We're doing a decent job over there, but that's an opportunity for Hampshire to kill the ball.
Number 8 again, service.
It's a good pass.
Nice pass to Taylor to the left-hand side. And Cordova with the hammer.
That was a really good swing by Ashlyn. Perfect pass, perfect set also.
Abby Vickers now serving for the Lady Panthers, trailing 10-13. Libero to number 11, to the right-hand side. Breezy to Taylor. Cordova coming
That's
back
a nice
across.
Shot.
Little
Okay,
roll
now
action.
set it up. That's a roll. Oh, no.
And once more, a little over set from Taylor to Lackey. 15-2 checking in for the Lady Horns. Number 11 and 4 coming off.
You give those two another year and those things won't happen. They're both 14 years old.
Breezy with the pass.
To
Taylor
on,
to
Jason.
Lackey. Tips it over. 2 sets to left. Big swing off the block of Lackey, and that'll be a point for Hamshire-Fannett. Number 2 again with service for the Lady Horns. Heim. Taylor to the left. Ashlyn with the roll shot. And free ball to Heim.
Gotta take that gift.
Taylor back row to Breezy. A lot of finesse. Standing roll shot. Breezy back to Taylor. To left. Ashlyn with the swing and not able to snap that wrist. Sails long. Point Hamshire-Fannett. Number 2.
Nice.
Dig from Breezy. Taylor to Lackey.
Good, Jason.
Off the block. Back row. Taylor. Breezy from the back row with a roll shot. Going to hit the top of the net. That will be point Hamshire-Fannett. And we will get the second timeout from the Liberty Lady Panthers. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Lady Panther Volleyball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Set number 4. Lady Panthers trailing 10-17, but leading the overall sets 2-1. Taylor to Lackey and over the top. Playing tip ball.
Yeah.
Slack.
It's gonna burn us.
Another tip. This time to the middle again, swings, and it's going to sail long. Service break.
We got a break there. We haven't sent a strong attack over in a while.
Bailey Taylor serving for the Lady Panthers. Liberty trailing 11-17 here in set number 4.
That's a good save.
Libero clean to the setter, to the middle.
That's a double.
And that's going to be a double, and You said it earlier, she has been pretty consistent with that.
Good block by Liberty also, even on the double. Got a double block up there. Steph blocked it. That's a good serve.
Shank from the libero. Nice spot. Lady Panthers out of timeouts here in set number 4. Forced to use one very early in this set because of some kind of tape issue. Taylor finding the libero again. Overpass. Left-hand attack. Good block. Hyman Lackey.
Good
again
block.
Into the block.
Come on, Lackey.
Lackey into the block herself. And
that's a free ball.
Taylor tried to tip over. Taylor out. Slack to Cordova, who swings across and not able to follow through, and that's going to sail long for a break. Lady Horns point. Number 7 serving. Hamshire-Fannett 18, Liberty 13. Slack with the pass to Taylor to the left-hand side. Cordova comes through, and that's going to be just beyond the inline. Point again.
Keely Heim, and she's just hitting.
Keely.
It's okay. She's hitting left side. She's hitting left side beside a serve receive.
And a little miscommunication there. Breezy with the dig and no one there to follow through. Liberty trails 13-20 now here in set number 4. Slack not able to handle that. Nice serve from Hamshire-Fannett. And she has been a nuisance all evening. Another spot. Slack back to Lackey, forced to hit the free ball over. High to the left, roll shot, and Breezy not able to get that ball up. 13-22. Hampshire leading, and it looks like we may have substitution here. Cordova off and Johnson on.
That's a good middle break for Ash.
And that's going to be a great tactic, Coach Fisbeck.
Sometimes that's all it takes to break the focus, just a substitution.
The service error. Johnson is going to stay on to serve. Lady Panthers 14, Lady Horns 22 here in set number 4. Johnson, nice spot. Overpass from can't tell who that is, number 1. Point Liberty. And that's going to fall out. Libero number 3 thought about that just for a split second. She'll come off. 8 will come back on. Number 14 serving for the Lady Horns, commanding 8-point lead. And then they'll have their own service error.
You can tell both teams just lose focus at big points. They're both in the youth of their season right now.
Right. Allie Slack serving for the Lady Panthers. And Libero forced to attack that, and not often do you see that at our level. Kill from the Libero beyond the 10-foot line, and that is going to be potential set point for Hampshire and forcing a decisive game number 5. Number 11 serving for the Lady Horns. It'll be deep. And Lady Panthers forced to send a free ball over, back up to the front to 11, to the right-hand side, and that's going to be deep, but long. Break. Lady Panthers clinging to some life here in set number 4. Trailing 17-24. Keely Heim with the service. Libero takes that, setter to the left. And that's going to be too much for Slack to handle. And that's going to do it for set number 4. After 4 sets, both teams tied at 2. They're going to come together to figure out this set number 5, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Lady Panther Volleyball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Joe Roberts, Karen Slack, producer Richard Ewing, and the Tuesday night AV crew here at Liberty main competition gym at Liberty High School. After 4 sets of action in this 24A contest between the Hamshire-Fannett Lady Horns and the Liberty Lady Panthers, both teams with 2 set victories, and now a decisive winner-take-all set number 5. The previous 4 sets to 25, set number 5 to 15, and neither team really looking super sharp for this entire contest, Coach.
This last game of this match is going to be about who can consistently do the fundamentals, who can serve and who can pass. And I know I keep saying that. That's really, really boring, but that's the difference in the game. So, and the 5th game of the match kind of might show who's conditioned enough to be focused through it.
You know, I was just about to say that. You practice, you get that track work, you get all that other work, and everyone hates it, but when you're in these game 5s.
Yeah, your body starts to let go if you're not trained for it, so your mind goes with it.
These Liberty Lady Panthers, we've talked about it a little ad nauseum. That's okay. Very young.
Very young.
Only going to be losing 3 seniors at the conclusion of this season. Not that we're anywhere near the end of it. Just starting district play this last Tuesday. Still have a long road to go, having to play everyone twice. And man, oh man, it is tough when you come out of that tournament season and then we start the district action. I don't know how you guys do it with this. With all this, I know in softball it seems like y'all are playing for like 10 months.
It feels like it too. Volleyball season is the same thing. You know, you're traveling in August.
Yeah.
It's every weekend. Sometimes it's 6, 7, 8 games if you're doing pool play, bracket play. But the reps matter, and the competitive nature of those preseason games that matters. When you come down to district, you want your level of play to have gone through that stuff.
I always felt like you didn't coach a sport unless you coach a sport where you started off in a Hawaiian shirt and you ended up in a parka, or vice versa.
It's usually how it works here, doesn't it? And you coach soccer for years, it's exactly right.
Gosh. Wearing 50 layers and then sunscreen at the end.
Yeah, softball's softball's the same way. We start off in cold and wet and
Gosh, we've been to some
misery.
cold softball games. You're like, oh, please, I don't want to bat today, Coach Slack. It's too cold.
And then you end up in June where you can't see, your skin singes off.
Oh, you've seen those heat waves rising off the field. Well, set number 5, winner take all. One of these teams will head to their Betty by tonight, 1-1 in district, and the other one will be looking for answers at 0-2. Lady Panthers at home again on Friday, hosting the Lady Lions of Livingston. 4:30 start. Homecoming this week, the Panthers hosting East Chambers at 7:30 at Memorial Stadium. And that homecoming pep rally, 2:45 right here in the LHS gym. Bailey Taylor with the serve.
Free ball.
And she'll be setter out. Slack to Johnson, cross court. Setting the left-hand side, big swing. Breezy passing the ball back up to Slack, forced to send a free ball over. Hamshire-Fannett coming back to that left-hand side. Slack, quick hands.
Good touch.
Johnson with the roll shot, deep. And into the block is 15, and somehow the Lady Panthers able to save that. And 14, who has had some consistently big swings for the Lady Horns, comes through and finds the deep right corner.
Well, got to consistently get a block up on those swings.
Not sure what age their number 14 is, but she's a nice little hitter for them.
Yeah, yeah.
It's going to come off of the hands of Slack, and that will be point number 2 for Hamshire-Fannett.
Here's where we got to figure out, you know, we're young, but we can't think about how young we are. Just got to learn to compete through this.
Again, nice swing from Heim. Coming back to her spot. Good dig from Slack. And 14 right there to play that pass back into the Lady Panthers. Be point number 3. We want to take this time right now again to thank our scoreboard sponsor, Michelle Mangum Marandino. Always thank everyone who supports our AV program. And that will be a service error right there. Boy, that's a gutsy little maneuver right there. Very last second, steps out of the way. And sometimes you win those, sometimes you lose those. 4-0 Hamshire-Fannett here in set number 5. Number 7 again serves Breezy. Slack passes to Johnson, roll shot. 15 to the left. Bailey Taylor to Slack, to Heim on the right, off the block. Setter to the middle, off the block again. Slack takes the ball, Johnson forced a roll shot again. Hamshire-Fannett saves it. Standing shot from 14. Taylor to the left-hand side, Johnson swings, and it is going to be just over the end line. Bad luck for the Lady Panthers. Lady Panthers in a 5-0 hole here in set number 5. Breezy with the pass to Taylor. Lackey with the swing. A little overpass. Taylor pulls the ball out to Slack. Heim on the right-hand side, off of number 7. Libero has to send the free ball. Lackey plays it up to Taylor. Back to the left-hand side, and Johnson with the big swing, and that is going to be a kill for the Lady Panthers. 7's gonna step out, number 1 on for the Lady Horns. Kaylee Johnson serving for the Lady Panthers. And Johnson with the service error right into the net. Not what the doctor ordered.
The name of this game is we keep sending free balls over and making mental mistakes, and Hampshire's capitalizing on that.
14 with the serve. Breezy with the pass to Bailey Taylor. Back to Breezy. Roll shot deep. Set to the middle, and number 8, the lefty, and she's going to find the back corner for a kill and the 7-1 lead.
And JC's got to find her left arm.
And Riley Jordan's going to come on for Kaylee Johnson. Number 14 with service, waiting for the whistle. Slack overpass, takes time out, and Lackey sends a free ball over, and that's going to fall out. And it's going to force Coach Fisbeck to take a timeout. We'll take one with him. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Panther Nation. You're watching Lady Panther Volleyball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Set number 5 of the best of 5. Both teams tied at 2, and Hamshire-Fannett with a commanding 8-1 lead. Set number 5 played to 15, Coach.
Yeah, you know, this part of the match is so key about a competitor's mindset, and it looks like Hampshire has a little more experience than us, and they're on the gas pedal right now.
That will be right off of the chest of Riley Jordan. 9-1 Hamshire-Fannett. All 4 sets so far have been close, and this one is kind of running away from the Lady Panthers. Slack with a nice pass to Taylor to the left-hand side to Breezy. Into the block. Slack again with the save, and they're going to call
under the
net.
net.
Lady Panthers, you say that under the net?
Looks like Bailey was under the net.
I have a hard time seeing over there. That's going to be another error on the Lady Panthers. Trailing 10-1 now, 14 with the service. Breezy takes the ball to Taylor. Back to Breezy, a nice cross-court shot. That's going to be a kill for Breezy. Lackey off, Vickers on. Allie Slack serving. Libero takes it. Setter going left. It's going to be off the block of Heim, and that's going to fall in for a point.
The block short again over there on the right side. Hampshire sees that and takes advantage of going over Keeley.
Number 4, number 11 checking in for the Lady Horns. Levin with the service. Breezy with the pass to Taylor. Quick to Vickers. Block. And that's going to be right back in the face of Allie Slack. And not able to get much purchase on that.
Last timeout.
And Riley taking her last timeout. Will be right back. Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Lady Panthers Volleyball on the Liberty Panthers Sports Network. Winner take all, set number 5, and Hamshire-Fannett with a commanding 12-2 lead, 11 with the service. Breezy with the attack on the left-hand side, and that's going to be a great off the block coming out of the timeout. Point Liberty. Keeley Heim back to serve for the Lady Panthers. And quite the little hole that they have dug for themselves here in set number 5. Heim, nice serve. And overpass from the setter, and that is going to be an error on the Lady Horns, and that'll come back to Liberty. Heim again with the service. Liberty 4, Hamshire-Fannett 12. Nice spot, setter to the middle, the lefty, number 8. Big swing, and that's going to fall for a kill.
She's trying to use that left back corner more. Abby needs to adjust and be on that left arm and get in front of her.
Number 1 off, number 7 back on for the Lady Horns. Number 13 serving. Slack with the dig. Taylor outside to Breezy, forced to push that ball over. Breezy with the pass. Slack back to Breezy with a roll shot. 4 comes to the middle. 8 right into the block of Vickers, and that's going to fall down for a potential set and match point.
Lefty did a really good job of seeing Abby already in front of her arm, a little off-speed shot. Took her off guard.
Jordan with the pass to Taylor, back to Breezy. Libero, setter, left-hand attack. Back to Breezy on the left, and that is going to fall in for a point. And the Lady Panthers clinging on to everything that they've got right now as Kaylee Johnson checks back in for Riley Jordan. Breezy with the service. Any mistake now and this contest is over.
Yep. Hard to play under those.
Nice block on that left-hand side.
Yeah, that was Johnson and Vickers.
Breezy again with service. Liberty 6. Hamshire-Fannett 14. Clean ball to the setter to the left-hand side. Off the block, dug up by Breezy. Pass back from Heim. Johnson with the swing. Setter to the middle. Tips over the block. Slacks there. Johnson again with the swing. Setter to the back row.
Good
And this time, Heim forced to send the free ball over. Back to the left-hand side. Slack with the dig. Taylor to the left and Johnson off the block, and that's going to be a point, Liberty. Liberty 7, Hamshire-Fannett 14. Again, the Lady Panthers, no matter what happens, showing a lot of scrap right now. Service Liberty deep to the middle. Libero to the setter, and they're going to go to the left-hand side. Slack with the dig.
Good dig.
Taylor with the pass to Johnson, and that is going to sail long, and that's going to do it for set number 5 and this 24-8 contest. After 5 sets, the Lady Panthers of Liberty fall to Hamshire-Fannett 3-2, and then fall to 0-2 in district play. The Lady Panthers will be back in action on Friday at 4:30, hosting the Livingston Lady Lions. And don't forget, you can catch the Liberty Panther Sports Network on Friday at Memorial Stadium for the homecoming game between Liberty and the East Chambers Buccaneers. For Karen Slack and producer Richard Ewing, I'm Joe Roberts.
Thank
we
y'all.
will see you next
Thanks for
time.
having me. Thank you.